Today.com, heavy winds caused this semi-truck driver to lose control and gear off into the railroad tracks.
The accused El Paso Walmart shooter will plead guilty to federal hate crime charges.
And the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center in Victoria reports to have a 2.5 day of blood supply left.
After active weather this morning and this afternoon, it's all cleared out now. Clear skies, cold temperatures. What's the forecast for the rest of the week? When's the next rain chance? Find out coming up in my full forecast.
And we check out highlights from the Victoria East and West game tonight. That's coming up in sports.
You're watching 25 News Now at 10. Good evening and thank you for joining us for 25 News Now at 10. I'm Don Brubaker.
And I'm Karina Garcia.
This is a severe weather alert day, and taking a first look at your forecast, First Warn Storm Team meteorologist Trey Meinig joins us with the latest. Trey?
And what an active day it was around the region with tornado warnings earlier in the day. That's all moved to the east now. A dry air is taking hold. 72 degrees was the high today, low 53 degrees. Started off on the cool side, mild by the afternoon before the storms hit. Over 2 inches of rain recorded at Victoria Regional Airport. That's definitely a plus. Thumbs up on that. We do need more rainfall, of course. We've been dry for so long and still continue to be dry. There'll be some rain chances coming later on in time. Severe weather threat is over. As a matter of fact, the rain threat is over. It's all to the east now, replaced by much drier air behind the front. Clear skies tonight, cold temperatures. With radiation cooling, that temperature dropping rather rapidly. It will be in the 30s by the time you wake up early on your morning tomorrow. Rain chances return by the weekend. That's yes. Another front gets closer to us. Looks like this could be a little bit of more of a slow mover. And we'll take a look at the chances with that, with the rain chances coming up by the weekend. Maybe lasting in the next week with a little bit of a temperature drop. In the meantime, we can breathe a sigh of relief with cool air in place. Temperature is rather chilly in the morning. Could see some wind chill factors in the 20s by the time you wake up early tomorrow morning. I'll give you the full details coming up in my full forecast.
Trey, thank you. Now, the tornado warning today around 11 a.m. had people preparing just in case.
25 News Now reporter Adarius McCormick traveled to Bloomington to track the storm.
I'm not a part of the First Warn Storm Team, but even I can see that outside is not the place to be in the crossroads. I mean, look at this weather.
As the rain pounded, cars pulled over to the side of the road. The rain caused flooding in many areas. The water could almost reach to my knees. I mean, look at all of that water. Tornado warning spread across the area because the wind began to funnel. One man even lost control of his truck. He said the strong winds whipped him off the road. Weather-wise decisions could stop situations like the truck, according to Victoria's Emergency Management Coordinator.
Take your time to understand what severe weather really means and what do you do in a case that you're caught out in it, even if you're at work. What does it mean to me as a person when a tornado warning comes across? What's my reactive measures I have to take?
The truck driver was not injured at all, but he was pretty shaken up. He declined to interview. No tornadoes actually hit the crossroads. Authorities were prepared, though. Reporting in Bloomington, I'm Adarius McCormick, KAVU-TV, 25 News Now.
And so today, out of an abundance of caution at around 11:15 a.m., the Victoria ISD moved students into the interior hallways. This was not a duck and cover situation, but administrators wanted to be prepared just in case. A notification was sent to the parents. Now, the Victoria ISD did not dismiss classes early today. We checked with the Victoria County Sheriff's Office and the Victoria County Office of Emergency Management. They did not report any major damage in the Victoria area. UHV was also on alert this morning, and sirens were heard from within the campus warning students, faculty, and staff about a possible tornado. Back in the day, many communities depended on these tornado sirens. Now, in this digital age, many depend on reverse 911 systems. You can stay informed with what's happening with the reverse 911 system for Victoria called Code Red. Just text Alert Victoria to 99411 and you'll get public safety alerts.
Today obviously was not the day to be left out in the rain, which is why some students at an area school wanted classes to start earlier.
25 News Now Sunrise anchor Carolina Astrain has that story.
A VISD parent asking questions after having to leave their student under rain and windy conditions this morning right here at Cade Middle School, and now they're asking for an earlier start time for all VISD campuses to make it easier for working parents to drop their students off on their way to work without worry. The parent posted the message on your screen on social media, calling for the middle school campus to open at 7:30 a.m. instead of 8:30 a.m. on days with inclement weather. Campus start times vary across the district. We got in touch with the school district, and they say a campus start time change would be a campus decision. The parent did say he has gotten in touch with school board members and looks forward to continuing the dialogue. Carolina Strain, KVU TV 25 News Now.
The Houston area also had storms today. Residents experienced heavy winds and rain blow through towns. There are reports of damage in some areas, including tornado damage in Pasadena.
And so here's your viewer poll this evening. Scan that QR code right there on your screen. How did you learn about the tornado warning in Victoria? TV, radio, social media, reverse 911 system. We take a look at our polls, and 55% through TV, 8% through radio, 31% through social media, and 6% through that reverse 911 system. Thank you for participating. Remember, come to crossroadstoday.com/vote to participate in all our daily viewer polls.
The city of Victoria is no longer under drought conditions after recent rainfall upstream caused the Guadalupe River to rise above its normal level for 14 consecutive days. Because of this, the city is ending stage 1 of the drought contingency plan. The city has not had any mandatory water restrictions in place since December 15th, when the city lifted stage 2 restrictions. The man accused of killing 23 people at an El Paso Walmart plans to plead guilty to federal charges in the case. Patrick Crusius is still charged with state court with capital murder and could still face the death penalty for the 2019 mass shooting. AP reports in a court filing Saturday, defense attorneys asked for a hearing to be set so Crusius could plead guilty to federal charges. Worden County Sheriff's deputies make a drug arrest Monday night. Deputies stop a truck on U.S. Highway 59 South near FM 961 in Wharton. After a search, deputies take 41-year-old Julian Cruz and 25-year-old Stephanie Escamilla, both of El Campo, into custody. They face felony charges of manufacture and delivery of a controlled substance. Deputies find in the truck Xanax, Adderall, ecstasy, cocaine, and marijuana.
This afternoon around 12:30 p.m., emergency workers were along U.S. Highway 87 near the Texan for a crash. It appears a truck crashed into a SUV. The vehicle was headed southbound. No word if anyone was hurt.
Ticketmaster and Live Nation are in the spotlight on Capitol Hill today after the Taylor Swift concert ticket sale debacle last year, which left millions of her fans fuming.
A top Senate committee is taking a hard look at the ticketing industry and whether they are a monopoly that's harming consumers by stomping out competition.
Ticketmaster and parent company Live Nation in the hot seat at a Senate Judiciary Committee hearing after their Taylor Swift concert tour ticket meltdown left millions of her fans furious.
The way your company handled the ticket sales for Ms. Swift was a debacle. And whoever in your company was in charge of that ought to be fired.
The lockouts, delays, and soaring aftermarket prices raising concerns on both sides of the aisle over Ticketmaster's alleged monopoly on the market.
You can't have too much consolidation, something that unfortunately for this country, as a ode to Taylor Swift, I will say we know all too well.
Senators questioning Live Nation and Ticketmaster's 2010 merger that has given them outsized influence over much of the live event industry, accusing it of crushing competition from smaller companies, which some critics claim harms consumers.
A lack of robust competition in our industry meaningfully stunts innovation. Venues fear losing Live Nation concerts if they don't use Ticketmaster.
Joe Burchell, the president of Live Nation, blaming the Swift sale debacle on an attack from bots sent by ticket scalpers.
This is what led to a terrible consumer experience, which we deeply regret.
Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal pushing to have the Live Nation Ticketmaster merger undone.
Ticketmaster ought to look in the mirror and say, I'm the problem. It's me.
The Justice Department is investigating Live Nation for possible antitrust violations, looking into whether the company abused its power over the live music industry. Live Nation has said it takes antitrust laws seriously and did not act improperly to achieve its market power. Em Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
The South Texas Blood and Tissue Center reports Victoria has a 2.5-day blood supply. Type O blood is at a 1-day supply. Platelet and O donors are needed. O-negative blood is critical in trauma care and is one of the first to run low because of its high demand since it is the universal blood type. Platelets are needed since they only have a shelf life of 5 days and they help cancer patients continue treatment.
Stay with us. Coming up on 25 News now at 10, State Senator Roland Gutierrez introduces new legislation related to the Uvalde massacre today.
Also had the largest teacher bill in the state's history was presented at the state capitol today.
Victoria Crime Stoppers is seeking information about a rash of burglaries. Beginning late in 2022, Victoria began experiencing a series of burglaries at local stores selling vaping supplies. Investigators at the Victoria Police Department believe the burglaries may be related and are asking for your help in solving them. These burglaries have happened at stores on North Navarro Street, Mockingbird Lane, and Houston Highway. If you have any information about these burglaries, please call Victoria Crime Stoppers at 361-572-4200. You can also submit a tip by using the P3 Tips app on your Android or Apple device, or by visiting our website, www.crimestoppersvictoria.com. All tips are anonymous. If you give information that leads to arrest or indictment, you can earn a cash reward. I'm Detective Collins with the Victoria Police Department.
News Center 25 at 6 and 10 is also heard on KVNN 1340 AM, Victoria's News Network.
At a time when misinformation is all too common on social media, we take great pride in bringing you the news that matters, that impacts your family, news you can trust. Local broadcast journalists bring you the facts, covering the stories breaking in our community and across the globe. Text TV to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on local journalism. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Texas, now's the time to gear up and save on a new Ford SUV. Get great deals on our most capable lineup, with a great in-stock selection to choose from, like the spacious and tech-savvy Ford Expedition or Ford Explorer and Bronco Sport. Ford SUVs, #1 in brand loyalty. Now lease a new 2022 Ford Escape for just $358 a month for 36 months. Visit your Texas Ford dealer today.
Ford is the best in Texas.
If you paid more for your car insurance this year than last year, give us a call at Fred Loya Insurance or visit us at fredloya.com.
My insurance rates went up more than 50%. That's when I call Fred Loya.
My insurance went up over $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year, so I called Fred Loya Insurance.
If you think you're paying too much for your car insurance or if your renewal rates have gone up, start paying less and call or visit us online at fredloya.com.
Get 12 grand off new Ram today at Victoria Dodge Jeep Ram. 12 grand off. And if that's not good enough, get low 2.9% financing for 6 years on new Ram trucks. And if that's still not good enough, get low 1.9% financing for 72 months on 2023 Grand Cherokees. It's the new year, new ride sale going on at Victoria Dodge with 12 grand off Rams and 10 grand off Dodge Durangos. We're making it happen today at Victoria Dodge, victoriadodge.com.
State Senator Roland Gutierrez, who represents Uvalde, said Tuesday that he is filing 4 new bills to make it easier for families of the Robb Elementary School shooting victims to sue the state and police officers over the botched law enforcement response. The bills also seek to increase gun safety and law enforcement accountability.
None of the bills that we're proposing, very few of them are partisan. These are bipartisan pieces of legislation. Even raising an age limit to 21 right now has 76% support amongst Republicans. Extreme risk protective orders, universal background checks. These are gun owners. I'm a gun owner.
Senate Bill 144 would create extreme risk protective orders, which would allow a judge to temporarily take away guns from a person who is deemed as posing a danger to themselves or others. His other bill, Senate Bill 145, would raise the age limit required to buy any firearm from 18 to 21. Today at the Texas State Capitol, Representative James Tallarico advocated for the largest teacher pay raise in the state's history.
Now, this bill, known as House Bill 1548, would increase teacher pay by $15,000.
In the face of a widespread teacher shortage and underfunded school districts, the Texas State Teachers Association says it wants the state to use some of its multi-billion-dollar surplus this legislative session toward funding public education.
We have to ensure that our students have different programs to help them with the arts, to help them see themselves in the world. But we can't do that when we're worried about how we're going to pay for our teachers, how we're going to pay for our buses, how we're going to make sure that the lights are on.
Ovidia Molina, CEO of TSTA, says last school year, districts across the state reported losing funding because of a drop in attendance, due in part to COVID-19. With funding based on average daily attendance rates, something districts cannot always control, TSTA says there has to be a new way for schools to be funded.
Just because a handful or more students don't show up, we lose that money, but we still have to pay the bills in the school district.
Molina says to be an educator is to sometimes be spread thin in salary, resources, and other help. In 2021, State Representative Gina Hinojosa of Austin filed House Bill 1246, which was in favor of enrollment-based funding rather than attendance rates. Despite bipartisan support, the bill did not pass. This time around, Hinojosa is trying again with House Bill 31. Hinojosa has also filed a House Joint Resolution to up teacher salaries. Molina says she hopes this time things will change.
What we're really hopeful during the session is that because of the surplus that we have, that they actually do support our students and our educators.
Daily migrant encounters are down at the U.S.-Mexico border. A Homeland Security Authority says they've dropped by more than half this month. In December, the crossings averaged about 7,000 a day, ahead of the anticipated end of the Title 42 immigration restriction. But the Supreme Court has put a temporary hold on its termination. Earlier this month, President Biden met with the Mexican president to discuss immigration and the issues at the border. The Biden administration is finalizing plans to send American M1 Abrams tanks to Ukraine. An announcement about the tanks could be part of an attempt to break a diplomatic logjam with Germany, which told the U.S. last week they won't send its Leopard tanks to Ukraine unless the U.S. also agreed to send its M1 Abrams tanks. Leaders say Ukrainian troops will need training on how to use the equipment, which could take several months.
The lawyer for a woman charged with stabbing an Indiana University student is seeking an insanity defense. Her attorney said in a court filing he intends to prove Billy Davis is incapable of helping prepare her case. Davis attacked a student of Asian descent on a city bus earlier this month. According to court documents, race was her motivation. Online records show the Monroe Circuit Court has asked Davis to undergo mental health evaluations.
The rain has moved out and the dry air has certainly moved in, causing cooler temperatures for us. When's the next rain chance? Find out coming up next in my full forecast.
Have you been told you have to live with your wound? There is hope at PAM Outpatient Wound Care. At PAM Outpatient Wound Care Clinic, you'll find the latest technology and the most committed and caring professionals dedicated to your wound healing. Our experienced wound healing experts and multidisciplinary team specialize in preventing amputation and preserving limbs.
I began hyperbarics here. I'm walking and have the leg, which is the best part.
Come see us at PAM Outpatient Wound Care, where healing starts here.
Victoria Eye Center and 25 News Now brings to you every Monday a Vision Health segment to learn about eye diseases and possible treatments. Tune into the segment or go to crossroadstoday.com to learn more about eye health, brought to you by Victoria Eye Center.
It's been a great year at Bravo Nissan, but 2023 will be the best year yet! And that means amazing savings, like $5,000 in savings on a new 2023 Nissan Rogue. Save $5,000! Who are we? Bravo!
Stay up to date with what's happening in the Crossroads by downloading the Crossroads Today mobile app. You'll get instant alerts to your phone or tablet the minute breaking news or weather happens. Only the free Crossroads Today mobile app features weather updates for local sports. The Crossroads Today app gives you the ability to stream our daily newscasts when you're on the go and share pictures or tips straight to our newsroom and so much more. Brought to you locally by Prosperity Bank, with 12 locations serving the Crossroads area. Need weather around the clock? When the weather changes in the Crossroads, you need a reliable source. Visit Interactive Radar online for the latest conditions in the Crossroads area. CrossroadsToday.com. Weather at your fingertips.
From Emily in Paris, Kate Walsh. Excusez-moi, madame. Plus, give it up for Randy Jackson. So wait, you've been focusing a lot on your health, right? My body looks at sugar and it's just like, oh, it's a party, we'll keep it. Like, it's like...
It's my party.
Yeah, and I'll gain if I want to. Next, Kelly.
Kel. I'm gonna call you Yo Kels.
She had broken up with her boyfriend. You were coming right back inside.
He hoped their young love had a second chance.
So she shows up at the party with a new boyfriend, and you didn't like it.
So this ex put his heart on the line.
I said, Madison, I still have feelings for you, so out of respect, can you please leave? This is making me uncomfortable.
Then, her final farewell.
You're going to tell me that you didn't key his truck.
No, I didn't.
Next, Judge Judy.
And good evening, everyone. And what an active day it was. Severe weather rolled through the region. Thankfully, it wasn't much in the way of damage out here, but we did have some good beneficial rainfalls. Over 2 inches in Victoria and the Victoria Regional Airport. Some areas got 3 to 4 inches around the Crossroads region. All the storms are now way to the east, past Houston, past Beaumont into Louisiana, replaced by a very dry air mass. You see that here with all the red and kind of the orange colors and yellow colors here. That denotes very low humidities in all levels of the atmosphere. That's really important to cause temperatures to drop rather rapidly into the 30s by the time you wake up early tomorrow morning. With temperatures staying in the 50-degree range currently. By 4 o'clock in the morning, we're in the low 40s and 30s by the 6, 7 a.m. and rising rapidly throughout the day pretty much. Still on the cool side though, probably 58 degrees at best for the daytime high for your day tomorrow. This will take hold and last through the next couple of days, at least through the weekend. Add the wind chills on top of that, making it feel even colder than it actually is air temperature-wise. 20s from the northern areas, from Gonzales to Cuero, 31-degree wind chill factor tomorrow morning, and Goliad, 30-degree wind chill factor coming up in Victoria. And warming up a little bit, you'll see the cool wind chill factors coming in for the next couple of mornings, especially around here. So may need a big coat in the morning time and maybe a sweater by the afternoon time at best. The northerly winds will still take hold and still continue to bring in that cool, dry air coming in from the north, keeping us on the clear side, the rain away from us, and cool temperatures in place. But by the time we get to the weekend, seeing some changes, which will include some better moisture content from the Gulf of Mexico as winds turn around to the south again, and giving us more moisture in the atmosphere, waiting for the next front to get closer to us, which it will, probably coming up by the weekend. They give us some rain chances by then. Pretty solid rain chances, but I think it'll be longer lasting than this event was. 50s for the rest of the evening, dropping to 30s by the time you wake up early tomorrow morning, with wind chills in the 20s and the low 30s around the region tomorrow morning, so keep that in mind. Clear skies and cold, definitely. And take a look at the high temperature tomorrow, 57 degrees. Unlike today, much quieter, a lot of sun, and northerly winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Extended forecast for us, we'll take a look at the extended forecast here. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, well, cool. In the 50s to near 60 degrees. Lows in the 30s coming up for the next several mornings. Maybe getting near freezing for areas north of Cuero to like Gonzales area, Kennedy Carn City, and maybe near the Hallettsville area as well. But from about Cuero southward should stay at just above freezing in the mid to upper 30s. And then warmer temperatures by the weekend, 70 degrees or so. Put in a 40% chance of rain because it looks like the front will get closer to us and maybe stall over the region, keeping the rain chances in place for the next several days down the road after that and in the first part of next week. And notice temperature dropping a little bit behind the front, going from 70 on Sunday to 60 degrees on Monday, with lows in the 40s at that time because of cloud cover in the region. So rain chances by then. So after today, of course, cool morning tomorrow morning, and breathing a sigh of relief and sunshine to enjoy. And cool temperature is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And check this out right here. This is the QR code. What you need to do is get your smartphone, scan the code you see right there. That'll take you to a web page. You can download the Crossroads Today app and also sign up for email alerts. News, weather, and sports, very easy and convenient at your fingertips. And of course, it is free of charge. Make it a great evening.
Thanks, Trey. The new Victoria East head football coach is back at his old stomping grounds, and he's excited to see Zappy's success. That's coming up after the break.
It's been a great year of Bravo Honda, but 2023 will be the best year yet. New cars, trucks, and SUVs are rolling in. Used car selection is up, and we support every effort to make the best culture around. And that means amazing savings every day, like a 2023 Civic for $279 a month and 3.9 financing for 48 months. And drive today with no down payment and no payments for 90 days. Who are we? Bravo!
You can enjoy endless entertainment and local news updates for free on our 17 over-the-air channels. Connect your TV antenna to your smart TV in 3 easy steps. Connect the coaxial cable from your antenna to the back of your TV. Select the menu button on your remote and navigate to the correct input of your antenna. Find the channel scan option and click it. Setting up your antenna will keep you entertained and informed with the latest weather updates and emergency information for free. Call or email for questions or more information. Stay connected and stay safe.
Get high-speed, fast, reliable, and affordable wireless internet service with TISD. We are a customer-oriented service provider with more than 25 years of experience, having thousands of happy customers. We offer more than just the internet. Get IT solution, RV park setups, home phone service. Just pick up your phone and dial 361-573-1102 or visit our website on TISD.net.
In Texas, the future belongs to everyone, so we created the truck of the future for everyone. Ford F-150, part of America's best-selling trucks for 46 straight years. With an available 12-inch touchscreen and interior work surface, it puts the world at your fingertips. And there's a great in-stock selection to choose from at your best in Texas Ford dealer. Drive a new 2022 Ford F-150 today with 0% financing plus $1,000 bonus cash plus complimentary maintenance.
Ford is the best in Texas.
It's a story of power, prestige, money, and murder.
The name Murdoch is law of the land.
This powerful family dynasty was about to crumble.
Alex Murdoch charged with double homicide of his wife and youngest son.
I got a flat tire. Somebody stopped to help me. They shot me.
The injury pattern was not consistent with being hit by a car.
If I've been shot in the head, I'm going to kind of lead with that. A deep dive into this Southern scandal. Here's the kicker. New Dr. Phil.
Howdy Crossroads, it was part 2 of the Victoria East Titans and the West Warriors tonight on the hardwood. The Warriors got off to a hot start off a 3-point shooting of Azoria Morgan, who would take 2 in the first quarter and give the Warriors a 3-point lead after the first quarter. The East Titans battled back big charges along with hustle plays right before half, which would give the Titans the 3-point lead heading into halftime. The Titans would sweep the Warriors, winning tonight, then again earlier in the year. The East Lady Titans, on the other hand, won, but in more dominating fashion, winning 78-25. Sanaya Randall scored 15 points. Former Victoria East Titan quarterback Bailey Zappe was honored last night in a way that no other Victoria athlete has been honored before. Zappe was surrounded by fans old and young ahead of a ceremony which has not happened in Victoria before last night. The now New England Patriot has his number 4, retired for generations to come. Zappe said he is excited to see what the new East head football coach is going to bring to both their hometown, and is thankful Coach Reeve gave him his only scholarship offer.
It just goes to show you that you only need one opportunity. Like you said, I only had one offer coming out of high school to go to HBU. You know, of course, one opportunity in the NFL to, play and, kind of make a name for yourself. And, the only thing I can really tell everybody is, once you get that opportunity, take advantage of it. And, I've been very grateful. I've had a bunch of people in my corner that helped me a lot to get to this point, and hopefully this journey keeps going.
Zappe finished his first year with the New England organization, throwing for 5 touchdowns, 781 yards, and 3 interceptions, racking up 2 wins in the process against the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. Another Victoria High School alumni returned home this weekend, but for a different reason. The former Victoria quarterback is back in his hometown to be the head football coach at East High School. Charlie Reeve was at Victoria High the same time Victoria West head football coach Courtney Boyce was, and he is excited to see 2 former Victoria athletes leading these 2 programs.
You know, the best thing that I have to bring is our program, our culture. It's what we do on a daily basis, and it's how we work, and our work ethic and our effort and our toughness and our discipline. And we feel like if we can stack good days on good days, the wins are going to take care of themselves.
Reeve recruited Zappe for a few key reasons, including his competitiveness. The new head coach went on to say the fact that Houston Baptist was able to get a quarterback like Zappe, he considered it a steal and is happy to see his number being retired.
You know, our mantra is uncommon men win. Well, there's not much, you know, he's the definition of being uncommon. But really happy for him, and he deserves it. And I hope that he's going to continue to be a big part of what we do in our program.
The official start date for Reeve is Monday, January 30th. Well, that's your sports. Don and Karina, back to you.
Thanks, Juno. Don, what must have been like you to see Bailey? You used to cover him before.
Absolutely. The 3 years he was on the varsity at East, it was fantastic. Great to see him. And I think he's a very motivational and inspirational story to all the young athletes coming up in Victoria that you must work hard. You must work hard.
That's
and if you do, you can achieve that success.
Yeah, I really like what he said, that all you need is 1 shot.
That's right.
That's incredible. Well, stay with us. Coming up on 25 News Now at 10, we'll take a last look at your weather. Plus, Walmart is raising its minimum wage to $14 per hour.
Every day we help kids navigate the realities of the world and make healthy, lifelong choices. Kids learn about alcohol, tobacco, and drugs in lots of ways, often from friends and siblings. While kids may hear lots of harmful information, parents do play a huge role in helping them make the right decision. Talking to your child, sitting down to a family meal at night just to discuss how their day went, or encouraging extracurricular activities can make all the difference.
Join us at First United Methodist Church Sunday mornings at 8:30 on KAVU TV. But if you're looking for a place to worship in person, we'd love to have you join us here at 8:30 and 10:40 in our sanctuary, or at 11 o'clock with Pastor Amanda in our Ignite Contemporary service. As society gets more and more back to normal, we hope that you'll join us for worship. We were made to worship in community. We pray together, sing together, share in Holy Communion together. Won't you come be the church with us at First United Methodist Church?
Walmart announced today plans to increase its minimum wage for store employees. Beginning in March, employees will earn between $14 and $19 an hour. The company is also adding more college degrees and certificates to its Live Better U program, which covers tuition and fees for workers. Plus, they're also creating more high-paid roles at its auto care centers and recruiting employees to become truck drivers. Visitors went to a temple in western Japan to drink sake from bamboos this week to pray for well-being as part of an annual ritual. They received prayers to ward off cancer and were offered warm sake. The annual ritual is based on a story from a history book written in the 8th century. In the book, Emperor Koen, who was known for his longevity, visited the temple and drank sake from bamboo.
And now let's go to First Warn Storm Team meteorologist Trey Mining for his last look. Trey?
And ending the day on a quiet note this evening with temperatures in the 30s by the time you wake up early on your Wednesday morning. Temperatures in the 50s near 60 degrees Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Definitely a cool feel to the air in the next couple of days. By the weekend, we see temperatures soaring back up to near 70 degrees and ahead of the next system, which will give us rain chances for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and the Tuesday. A little bit cooler by the first part of next week. Lows anywhere from the 30s to 40s near 50 degrees coming up by the first part of next week. Make it a great evening and stay warm out there.
Finally tonight on Monday, a seal in Maine made his way to the road 3 times before being taken to Marine Mammals of Maine for observation. An update on a Facebook post says they administered fluids and nutrition and they have a, quote, new seal, unquote. An exam revealed the seal was recently weaned from his mom and is having a hard time making it on its own. He will remain at the rehab facility for much needed nutrition and care until he is ready for release. He's lucky that someone got him and got him to that place, because otherwise, I don't know, could have been tough.
Seals
really
are
tough.
like the puppies of the sea.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's what they say. Well, thank you for joining us for 25 News Now at 10. Remember, we're streaming 24/7 on Crossroads Today Plus.
Join Carolina Astrain and meteorologist Trey Mining for 25 News Now Sunrise tomorrow starting at 5 a.m. Good night, everybody.